Sooner Nation, welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Signed, sealed, and delivered. David Stone is now a Sooner. His signature's in, and welcome to the Sooner family. David Stone, excited to see him play. Let's just talk about David Stone. Obviously, we know how much this means for Oklahoma. It's huge.
It's probably the biggest defensive line recruit maybe since Tommy Harris. I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch. But listen, what you also are getting with David Stone is he's also been very vocal in his recruitment and trying to get other guys here. The fact that now he is signed officially, not a surprise, but wow, this is a huge impact as OU moves to the SEC. This is kind of the anchor you wanted there in the middle, and they get him.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool to see David Stone wearing that number 0 that you don't see often for a defensive lineman for the next 3 years for the Sooners.
Oh, yeah. And the thing about him is, what I love about him is you've seen him all over Twitter. He's so excited to be there. He's not backing down from anything. And like, he's already got a goal. His goal is to be a SEC freshman All-American. Him and Jaden Jackson. They want to be freshman All-Americans together. He's not going there to I'm going to see, first. He's going in there to play and to be an All-American right off the bat as a freshman. And that's what I love to see. You got to have a guy. We talked about this with Brent Venable's defense. You got to have somebody in the middle like that. And he brings that. And he brings that attitude that they need. He brings the kind of like, even though he hasn't been in Oklahoma, he's been in Florida, he's still got that kind of Okie mindset, and I love that about him. And his skills are off the chart.
Yeah, catalyst for the class, really. I mean, he's an anchor, literally, for the defense in the future and for this class as a whole. Once David Stone committed to the Sooners back in late August, that really kind of locked down this recruiting class. You kind of got a few others roll in after that. This past week, you had EPL commit as well. So just more big-time players because they want to play with David Stone. And that's a high goal to try to be a freshman All-American, first year of program's history in the SEC. But it's honestly not unreachable for David Stone. He's played at IMG now for 2 years, playing elite competition every single day. That's like a college prep academy. I mean, that's as close as you're going to get to college football practices schedule. I mean, the high school there, it's treated like college and the way the classes work and all that. I mean, it's sports, college-esque classes, very close to what you're going to get at OU. So Stone knows what it's going to take, and he might not start from the get-go, but it's going to be very hard to keep him off the field after the halfway point.
Well, and I mean, let's talk about he's got great size. Again, he's ready as he comes in. He'll be with Schmitty. He's going to look the part from day one, and he's someone that he's not going to move positions. Everyone knows where he's going to play. Sometimes you get guys who come in, and it's like, maybe they're going to move to the edge. It's pretty certain David Stone's going to be the anchor in the middle for a few years. I'll just say that, for a few years, because he's going to be playing on Sundays. The guy's a lot more agile than people think. He's probably a lot more strong. He's a lot stronger than people think as well. But I don't know what else to say about David Stone except he's got it all. And like you said, Hunter, he's someone who has at least played high-level competition. That's no one's got to think about, well, I just don't know if he's going to be ready for competition. Maybe thinking about with some, but not at David Stone.
Yeah, and the thing about David Stone that I love too is he's going to go in there, and out of all these guys that are going to sign, he's going to be the one that OU fans, he's going to be kind of their rally leader. I mean, he's done it in leading up to this signing day. It's like you're either with us or against us. He's already got that attitude of OU versus the world. I love it. And it's kind of like when Stoops makes the catch and the crowd yells Stoops. When Stone makes a sack, you're going to hear Stone. I mean, the crowd is going to take him in. It's going to be, he's like the beloved Sooner. He's the guy they've been recruiting for a long, long time, that everybody in the past 2 years, even us, like, you got to land Stone. Period. You got to land Stone. They got him. He's there now, and now we'll see what he can do.
David Stone might set a record for NIL jersey sales once he gets put into that system because, I mean, he's homegrown from Del City, 20 minutes away from Norman. OU, the dream school. OU recruited him since he was at Del City as a freshman and a sophomore before making the move to the IMG Academy down in Florida. And to be able to land that guy, I mean, they haven't had that homegrown defensive lineman since Gerald McCoy. Like, this is a massive deal for OU to get the commitment and then sign. And over the next few months, we're going to start seeing David Stone and winter and spring workouts as Sooners approach their first season in the SEC.
Well, and you know what you're going to hear? You're going to hear it from players in the offseason, just like you heard players say when they're trying to block PJ Atabare. This guy's he's special, and you're going to hear players say it because let's face facts. In the middle, they haven't had a guy like this in a while. In the middle, so it's going to look different.
Hey, and last thing I'm going to say is kudos to David Stone because, Hunter, you mentioned his NIL jerseys, how they're going to just go off the charts. Absolutely they are, and it's to no one else's credit but his own, how he's built his brand, okay? He is a very smart dude, and the other thing I'm going to give him credit for is how people wanted – it was very wishy-washy, his recruitment, okay? But when he committed – it was set in stone. Pun intended, guys. Set in stone. And now he is signed as a Sooner. Very excited for this one.
Yeah. A lot of people, I was one at one point that thought, okay, how is this going to go? I mean, it was a new post every single day, but it's smart. I mean, he's a 17, 18-year-old kid getting tens of thousands, grown adults, completely concerned about every single move he makes on social media. He built himself a very large social media following. He will build himself a very good NIL following. I'm sure he will have insane merch deals, all sorts of stuff like that. Mentioned his jersey sales already. And, I mean, you look at the flip side of the ball. This spring, it's a big spring for OU on the offensive line. You're going to have a first-time starter at OU at center. They haven't started there before this coming season as Andrew Rame went to the NFL draft. So David Stone being in the middle, yeah, he's going to be a freshman, early enrollee, but he's going to be giving Josh Bates, Troy Everett, or whoever else might be getting that starting center nod a run for their money every single day in practice. I think it's just going to make the team overall in the trenches a lot better with the presence of David Stone.
Yeah, and there you have it. David Stone, he's a Sooner, and it seems like it's been a long time coming. It's official now, and just super excited. Sooner fans, what a treat we're going to get to watch over the next few years. Couldn't pick a perfect time for him to come to be a Sooner going to the SEC. So great things ahead. Appreciate it for subscribing to the channel, watching the video. As always, till next time, Boomer.
Sooner.